Texas and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again.
There he goes! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the air, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Turning it on! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be be fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Running inside, it's Smothers. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to run running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
The run inside. It's Smothers. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He unleashes a long one. Snatches it on the right. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up down at the 32-yard line. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Going back to the well, another deep ball. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. We've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Look out, he's got room! And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
Motion from the wideout. Manning. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up second and long. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
On third down, here's Robinson. Here's a little room there. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And third and one, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Stepping to the right. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find... And to get their rhythm going here in the first half, we just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Upstairs to make the catch. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Throwing Manning. Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but no penalty into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here's Arts to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Townsend. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Making side adjustments here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Arch Madness. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Running inside, it's Smothers. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Jayhawks who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0, but if they can close this out, they've accomplished something. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Sends it back in motion. Arch is going to throw for it. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Looking to throw again. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Here's Manning to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
Manning. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that. Yeah, good coverage.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. A full dive to haul that one in.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Smothers. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down from the gun, Manning. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's got it. Touchdown, Longhorn. They take the lead here in the second half.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Fires quickly. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Escapes the pressure to his right. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To throw, Manning. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quarterback's got the first. Got a little grass. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Smothers. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Smashes ahead. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. And as he throws, he's got an open man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. 2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. He might want another play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Mateer. He lofts one down the sideline. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Using his feet. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Picks up the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Throwing Manning. On target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
He lobs one high down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Goes against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on third and long. Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unleashes one deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Line getting set on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Here's Arch to throw. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Arch Madness. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Mateer. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
And it's picked off for the third time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
The Longhorns will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Justin Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.